Hey, I'm Greg, member of Skidmark Garage Motorcycle Co-op in Cleveland, Ohio. Since the Rona's got us all on lockdown, we've decided to do some quick tip videos for the International Motorcycle Show and their media outlets. This is going to be a quick tip about carb cleaning. If you want to see my full carb rebuild video, check back to the Skidmark Garage YouTube channel in a couple of weeks. I should be loading that up. Here's the tip just for a second, just to see how it feels. Hey, here we are. Carbs all apart. Everything metal is going to get thrown into a Berryman's Chem Dip. It comes in a can. The can actually comes with a bin inside of it, and you throw anything that's metal into that little plastic bin, and you put it down into the chemicals, and you just put the lid back on, and you leave it overnight, 24 hours or so. Definitely use gloves for that. That Chem Dip is nasty stuff. But for the body itself, I don't want to take this all apart. Like, I don't want to take that apart. It's got some rubber and plastic bushings down in here. I don't want to get involved in that. You know, I don't want to get involved in this. I can clean this without doing any of that by using baking soda. And you can shoot baking soda in here and clean everything off. And the tip for today is the mechanism that I use to soda blast. It's super easy to make. And you can soda blast right here at your house if you have a compressor. First thing you're gonna want is a giant bag of baking soda. This, I believe, is a 10-pound, 13.5 pounds. Got it at Costco. Resealable, I didn't really give a shit. I just cut right into it. This is the medium that's gonna be going through the gun, and this is what cleans the carburetor. It shoots out like sand. It's like sandblasting, but it will not hurt the metal of the carb. And any residue, any powder, anything that's left inside the carb, even if it gets down in those small chambers, you're gonna put this carburetor body into a ultrasonic tank after you're done, and all of that baking soda is just gonna dissolve away. Now, what I bought at Home Depot is just a little bit of 3/8" inner diameter, clear tube, a locking nut with a nice flat rim. A 3/8" nut. Force that nut down in there until it's flush. And all that does is it restricts, it makes a small hole. So it's gonna create a vacuum. And it's gonna pull that baking soda into the tube. You're gonna want a length, you know, not too long, because the longer you make this, the less vacuum it's gonna have. You know, a decent amount of tube to work with on the gun end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut my tube. And now what I'm trying to do, insert this tip into the tube, maybe like an inch before the end of the tube. I would end it right about there. So right about here where my thumb is, I'm gonna cut a little slit just big enough for that to go in. There we go. You want it to go up in and end about right there. Air's gonna shoot out the end of this nozzle. It's gonna create a vacuum in there. It's gonna pull your medium in through this nut right here, up and out. The nut, you don't want a ton of baking soda coming through here. You just want a mist, and that is what's gonna clean your carb. And now we're gonna get super sophisticated, MacGyver style. We're just gonna duct tape it right to the tube, so that the air doesn't want to come out. Right here. Enough. And it shoots baking soda out, and you can really get in here, and as you just walk around, it's just like sandblasting. Get every surface really well, and you don't have to worry about plugging any holes up, because once you're done doing that, you're just gonna drop this guy right into an ultrasonic tank and let it work for, you know, an hour or so. And all that baking soda is going to dissolve perfectly clean. That was just the tip, just for a second. See how it feels.